Now, I want to talk about this goal around building Vancouver's creative economy and really focusing on it as a city. We have incredible talent here in this city. We're blessed to have been a magnet that's drawn people from all around the world, all different cultures, all different disciplines, who've come here as entrepreneurs, as artists, as people who can birth ideas that have the potential to make a huge difference in the world and have a huge impact on how livable our city is. Now, this is a strategy that the city needs to pursue aggressively. And I've put forward a number of priorities that the city can seize upon to ensure that our creative economy is incubated, is cultivated and grown, and becomes a real brand for this city. That Vancouver, although we're kind of known in many circles as being a real strong hotspot for creative power, that we actually become much more broadly known, and we share the stage with other cities around the world who have emerged, like Berlin and London. Montreal is a decent example here in Canada. We need to be in that top bracket of cities that shows the world how it's done. What can we do locally here? We can focus on affordability as a strategy in the city. We have to have the affordable housing, as I mentioned. We have to have affordable studio space, commercial and light industrial space here in the city. That's a critical starting place so we don't lose the artists and the entrepreneurs who require affordable space to function and to create. We also can zone more effectively for studio space and ensure that we're protecting the studio space that we have, and then start to build on that and add new space for the creative economy to thrive in. We do have space, light industrial and commercial space around the city that's not designated for art, that's not designated for creative entrepreneurs. We need to designate that and protect it. This space that we're in here and the Great Northern Way campus is an excellent example of an opportunity that was seized and where a whole bunch of people with significant creative powers have flooded in and started to do interesting things. We're sampling of that here today. Can't wait to see the Mondo Spider in action. So we need to focus on other key strategies here in the city, priorities to protect and enhance the creative economy. We can make changes, significant changes to how we do the arts granting in the city and create an independent arts council in Vancouver, much as we have federally, so that artists decide where the grant monies go. And that really is at the core of what I'm saying here today. It's great to have grand schemes for the arts, the big capital A arts. What we really need is to focus our attention on supporting artists. That's got to be the priority. And as an entrepreneur myself and someone who considered my work in birthing a juice company, which could have been called eatART, but we came up with a different name, and that's Happy Planet. I'd say in the early years of building that business up, it was all about creativity and affordability. We would not have survived if it weren't for the ability to find space that was affordable and pouring our creative energy into our business. And so there's a very fine line between an artist, a pure art, and business and entrepreneurship. And I think in this city we have a lot of fusion there that gives us great potential, because many of these ideas might look way out on the edge and funky right now, but they will have applications, business applications, and really significant economic potential over time. That's got to be integral to our focus on the arts, that we recognize it not just as important to our livability and what makes this city a great city, but it's also critical to our economy. It's critical to the future. The knowledge-based economy gets a whole bunch of attention right now, lots of rhetoric about it. We need to translate that rhetoric into real support for the creative economy in this city. So that's... these 4 goals, if you're still scoring at home there were 4 goals laid out there as this big vision for Vancouver. The only way that we're going to accomplish a significant set of goals like that in Vancouver is if we figure out how to work together, figure out how to put partisan differences aside, cultural differences, neighborhood disagreements. We need to put all of those differences aside and figure out how we work together, how we govern our city and our future together. That's not what's happening right now at City Hall. It's not the way generally our governments work. And my commitment, as I seek the mayor's chair in this city, is to turn that upside down, to blow open the doors of City Hall, to welcome and encourage and engage the people of this city, the leaders of this city. You're all among these leaders. The neighborhoods of the city to step up and have voice and to help guide the future of this city. It's all about carrying that forward beyond the election. It's not just a vote that happens on June 15th when Vision Vancouver selects their nomination candidate for mayor, which I would like to be, and I would love to have your support on June 15th when you vote in the nomination. You got to be a member by May 15th to do this. That's the first step in making significant change and taking on this big vision. The second step is in November when the whole city votes and elects a new mayor. And I will ask for your support going into that election as well, if I'm successful in June. The third step, and most important step, assuming we get the first 2 done, is that we all start working together. And we all figure out what pieces we can add to building a better and brighter future for Vancouver. That's the piece to start thinking about now. It's fine and dandy, and it's welcome, and it's encouraged, and I need you to help me to get through these next 2 elections in June and November. But the real piece that we all need to really work on is what we're going to add after November when we are the government of Vancouver and we are making the decisions and we are changing the future of Vancouver. So I want you to put your energy into thinking about that, where you can add, where you can make a difference and take responsibility for the city. And in the meantime, I would love to have your support for June the 15th and look forward to connecting with many of you, sharing your ideas, your questions, feedback, and really appreciate your support coming out today and experiencing eatART with me. Thank you all.